Almost. And, there we go. I do not see Anna at the castle. I believe I will head to the obelisk. Is she not here? Well, there's nothing I can do about that. To the obelisk. I am getting quite hungry. This would be far faster if I had a fledgling here, but they're all busy in town being frivolous with the humans. Huh. Then again, they could be at the castle. I have no way of currently knowing. But I'm sure that everybody felt it when this beacon has lost its... Oh ho ho! Alright, once I finish with this one, I guess I will bat over and find whichever fledgling did that. Ah, good. Now, on to find the reef. Hello.
Oh.
Oh, I tend to do that a lot. Scare people. Oh, it's desecrated. You can come along now. How are you?
Fine.
You're fine? Is that all?
Yes.
How has your time in the town been?
Normal.
Normal? And what about Damien?
I mean, I've seen him for a second. But
Alright.
besides that...
Nothing?
Nothing.
Alright. Soon enough, you will be consuming enough blood to, make silver tools unusable. So, in the meantime, I'm giving you these to use however you like.
Oh, thank you.
I do suggest using them on a pickaxe, since, you know, you can gather more that way. You feel that?
Yeah.
Oh, I cannot bat. I've already done so today. Come along. Hop in. Ah, the sunlight. Isn't that much better? What on earth is going on here?
Hi. Rose. How's it going?
Soós has also...
You turned someone.
Yeah.
Someone?
You're a fledgling. What are you doing?
I'm going back to town. I don't know what's happening here.
Which one of these has... are the two of you?
No, it is...
No.
Miss.
No, it's just...
Astoria.
Yeah.
And that's a human, who knows?
What?
Maybe?
Yeah, of course. I know everything.
Everything?
But we were trying to tell a lie, but then you came
Yeah.
out.
Trying to
Kinda
deceive,
just walked
but
up on us, though.
Yes.
Your fledglings can't turn... Well, I mean, they... You've just proved that they can, but fledglings should not be turning fledglings.
Oops.
I don't know if we can let you go now.
What do we do?
We would need some kind of insurance that you wouldn't run your mouth.
Yes, that is true.
Like what?
Well, what would keep you quiet? Aside from, well, the eternal sting of death.
Do not go yet.
Stay.
You joined us.
Oh, you're the one
I do
making an
not-
offer here, right? So I won't say anything?
Well, if you keep your mouth shut.
Oh.
Oh my goodness gracious! At my castle? I cannot bat. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Move!
What are you doing here?
Sorry.
Me and Mr. Rose have come here.
Say that again. I'm sorry. It's hard to hear you over the rain.
What are you doing here?
Got lost.
Oh, I see. Do you need help getting back to town?
They don't seem to be much of an issue right now. And once again, I am stuck here alone, converting a beacon without any fledglings to help. Ah, there you are. You dealt with the
I
issue?
listened to who it was.
Mm-hmm.
It was Lee and Rory. They didn't know what was happening here.
I assumed so.
However, Rory has gotten lost in the woods, and Lee is out there looking for him.
I see.
Hi.
Hello.
I think this is what happens when fledglings try to turn people so close to town.
Unfortunately, some issues have occurred. Why did you turn that person in front of another human?
Well, so there wasn't anyone there when I did it? They kind of just walked up out of nowhere?
I am not quite fond of this act. I will hope you know that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I can't stay too mad, but do not do that again. It's one sire line pushing through another fledgling of someone who is not nearly fully fledged. You've been a fledgling for 3 days at the most, and you go around turning some. What happened? Tell me what happened. I'm interested.
So she asked for it?
She asked for it.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Which means she found me out.
I have something for each of you.
Oh.
You, bottles. You, bottles. Basically, what happens is that when you kill an animal, hold that in your other hand, and then it will fill the bottle with that blood. Fish don't work, by the way. I've tried. It will be your best friend, I promise you. I don't believe that many humans are out in the woods that way. Most of them will be hanging around town at this time of night, so I will be going hunting temporarily, and then I will return to build up the castle. And if you want to join me, then that is on you.
Who all was at the castle?
According to Anna, it was Lee and Rory.
Oh.
And Rory apparently got lost in the woods.
Yeah, he's good at that.
Oh.
Oh.
Hello?
Oh. B?
Right.
Yeah, we're good. What are you doing over here?
Keep going.
Damien? Oh man, I do need to be institutionalized. I'm hallucinating. Hello?
If the human comes, I do suggest you hide. We don't need more of them knowing about us.
Yeah.
I will be going hunting yet again. One more thing I must tell you. Now that you are, I wouldn't say fully fledged, but visually fully fledged, it is an indicator that you will now be able to turn invisible. So if a human comes and you are worried about them seeing you, just Think about it real hard and you might be able to vanish. I can't have peace in my own castle. With 5 vampires, I guess it was only inevitable that all the humans would figure it out. Now we have 2 humans that know, and they're both going to run their little mouths about it. I don't know why I didn't just kill that human then and there. And what is that thing? Hi. Cannot convert it yet.
I assume that's the one in charge.
She's not gonna like that you're here.
You're right, I don't.
Okay.
Of course, with 2 humans knowing, the rest of the town would eventually. How exasperating. Why are there lanterns everywhere?
I don't know.
I guess it is to keep the level 1 safe. Now the whole town is going to know, and now they're going to call up their arms, and now they're going to stake whichever vampire they get their hands on first. It's always how it goes.
The castle is looking amazing so far, Miss Rose.
So far, yes. Soon it will be even better.
Yes.
Are we gonna have to go get more stone?
Oh, well, yes, most certainly.
Yes, but we have more that needs to be cooked for before that.
Now, Anna,
Yes.
I do have a question for you. Something about a comment that you previously made about the trees. A few moons ago, you suggested that you had not seen them before, which implies you had not been around the largeness of the trees, or that they've been cut back more. Now, I don't know whether that was you making up a story for yourself, or whether you've perhaps been away for a while.
I have not been away. However, if a human were to hear me, they would have questions. If I was not lost.
Right. Now, why is it that you look so human currently?
I have been restricting my diet.
You say you have killed every human. Has it been a long time since there have been humans here?
It has been certainly a long time.
All right. I just assumed that
think-
you might have been asleep like me at some point, but it seems I was wrong.
When I came here, there were stories about you.
About me? What did they say?
Someone who was put to sleep half a millennium ago.
Well, obviously. But, were they good stories? Were they bad stories? I want to know.
I fail to remember.
Hmm.
You know, Damien boy. I do sure hope you will be there for your fledgling.
Yeah. Why wouldn't I?
You wouldn't leave them alone to fend for themselves, would you?
I mean, go track her down, but I don't know that I'm exactly welcome in town like this.
No, you wouldn't be. But you wouldn't abandon her, would you?
No.
Good. Because if I catch wind that you did, that will be the last day that you live.
Got it. I don't plan on abandoning anyone.
Good. Keep to that.
Hello.
I don't believe we've ever truly met.
No, we haven't. I don't even know your name.
your name is Rose Crowper, yes?
Yes, that is right. And yours?
I am Astoria Thornesong. It's nice to meet you.
It is nice to meet you as well. Now, you are the new addition to the coven. Not quite sure how to feel about that, however. With, given a fledgling turning a fledgling. But alas.
Is that considered improper?
Oh, of course it is. Very improper.
Well, I was not aware. I asked Damien.
Oh,
to
I know
join
you
me
weren't.
because they were the only vampire I knew of in the town, so.
How was I supposed to know it's a big deal?
Well, you weren't, and I wasn't expecting you to turn someone, so. And I mean, the past is in the past, and you can't really do much about it, but. You know how it is.
Now we got another buddy!
That is true, we do have another buddy. As you said, the coven grows. However, now the town knows about vampires, because 4 humans, I'd say, already know, and now they're going to go blabbing their mouths. You've been in town, correct? And so have you. Once one human gets it in their head that vampires are evil and will kill them all, they will eventually come together, band together. One of them will be all like, oh, there are vampires and they're evil, and we must kill them before they send us all to the grave. And now we're all going to probably be staked at some point, especially because of the Huntress.
I might not be in that great of a situation, as she is my roommate.
Oh.
There is silver under
And-
that house.
Ah,
You thought
Yeah.
that it would be a great idea to ask to be turned.
yes, because if I am going to make it home, it's what I need. I've been living in the smaller house while she's already moved into the larger one. I only asked that she make a shelter that I could stay in. I didn't ask that I stay in her shelter. So while technically she is my roommate, the arrangement may be temporary.
I believe it is in your best interest to stay here at the castle with the rest of us. I will not control your decisions, and I will not control you. However, as it seems, I do not want to lose someone of my line.
I understand the reasoning for suggesting I come stay here, but I have friends in that town, and I will not leave them so soon.
Will they still be your friends after they find out?
I believe they would.
Good luck with that then.
How long have you known these people?
Well, I may have only known them, I suppose, 4 days now. And when you say that, it isn't very long. We've been through some very major situations together, and I've gotten to know them pretty well.
Not as major as a vampire turning.
Well, you see, I don't believe this to be so major. I believe this to be the logical next step.
Well, I want you to put that logic to good use, and I want you to make yourself safe, alright? Keep yourself safe, and if you end up leveling up and the townspeople see your red eyes, why are you coughing? You're a vampire. And if the townspeople see your red eyes, and whenever you get your white hair, you will be tossed out. They will see you as a liability, and they will see you as something dangerous, and they will throw you out because human fear is one of the greatest things I have ever witnessed.
And I understand that there are people like that, and I will be prepared because I would like to get out of Briarshore alive, but I believe that not everyone is like that, and I should give it a chance first.
And what's stopping you from leaving?
The boundary.
The boundary.
There's a boundary.
Did you not know
No
about
one
that?
can leave.
No,
Yeah, no one
No?
can leave.
No one
You
can
can't
leave.
leave.
I
Can't
haven't
leave.
been.
I
You
haven't
go
been
to
that
some-
far. This is my home. I
When
I
you
ran
don't...
into it
When
earlier.
you walk far enough north or far enough east or west or south, if you sail far enough south, you'll just not be able to take another step. It's like a compulsion bringing you backwards.
Yeah.
How odd.
I would believe it has something to do with the beacons.
Well, I wouldn't put it past it.
They are so similar to anything I have heard of protection seals. And that seals things in. I wasn't sure at first when I formed this theory of what it was sealing, but now that I know there are vampires, I'm sure it is. It's here to seal us.
It has been doing a fine job.
Yes, that must have been why you have not left.
I couldn't.
Right. Well, this is new information to me. Well, I believe I'm going to continue on the castle. I only have one piece of basalt left out of this entire stock. I believe I will go mining later on, but that is not a now issue.
I need to go hunt. I need to get stronger in case someone barges in with a stake. I do not want to die. I have things to do still.
Damien, just so you're aware, I know you probably won't act on it, but Rory was looking for you.
Who was?
Yeah.
Alright. Think about it.
I came to learn more about vampires. I have no intention of hurting you. I just want to understand.
Understand what?
Oh, a couple questions. First, are you immortal?
Am I a what?
Immortal.
There are ways to kill us that I will not share. I'm sure you understand why.
What I mean is, do you live, like, longer than humans?
Obviously.
Much longer.
Okay.
And I would be
I had a feeling
happy
because I have met a vampire before, and they all seem to have this air of wisdom to them.
Well, of course.
Would you consider it a gift?
I would be happy to answer more of your questions in return for a little blood. Not enough to kill you, not enough to even feel it for you. Just a small snack.
You know what? Go ahead.
Yes, you haven't had human blood in a long while, have you?
Not in a while, no. Tell me when it gets too much.
A beacon just lost its... Ay. Weren't you looking for Damien?
Hello?
Hello. Weren't you looking for Damien?
Yes? Who's there?
Oh, you don't need to know. Put away your little
feel
sword.
Or what?
Or else.
Where are you?
Where am I?
I know you must be somewhere. Somewhere I can't see. And
yes?
you...
Speak, human.
You sound familiar.
Do I?
Very much so. But I cannot quite place... Rose? What happened to you?
What happened to me? I've been like this. Well, not quite in appearance, but... I'm sure that you've heard all about vampires, have you? From the townsfolk blabbing their mouths. There's nothing to be scared of. Don't let the huntress put ideas in your head. She's scared. She says that a vampire killed everyone in her whatever place she was from, but it was just something she was scared of.
I mean, people fear the unknown, do they not?
Obviously they do.
And
Then they get it in their heads, and then they're all like, oh, well, this vampire is evil and cruel, and we need to burn them, and we need to kill them, and then they slice off a poor little fledgling's head.
Well, if they have not done anything, then why should they be targeted?
You could ask that to the vampires that have been killed eons ago. Oh wait, you can't, they're dead.
How do I find myself curious.
And not fearful?
Not fearful, no. This is the most experience I have had with anything like this in my entire life. I've always considered myself a man of knowledge, of philosophy, despite all the teasing.
Oh yes, you are the flower person, aren't you?
I collect flowers. I spent most of my childhood in gardens reading philosophy texts. But something that I researched, there's a principle of skepticism. I'm not sure if you have heard of it or not, but with skepticism, it is this concept of us not knowing anything about the world because we can't confirm whether or not we know about it. And there are several other hypotheses that discuss or deny skepticism. And I've been applying one of them a fair bit, especially today. I've never really thought the supernatural was something relevant to my life. I may have read a couple texts about it when I was younger, in my early adolescence, but with all this evidence to the contrary, there's no way to deny it.
It being vampires and the occult?
It being vampires and the occult.
Well, you do make a very good, I wouldn't say argument, and I wouldn't say point, but because this isn't necessarily a debate. But I will say I agree with you in that.
Well, it isn't a debate. I simply felt like speaking my mind was the best choice to make.
Of course.
And if I may be a man of words, but I am finding it hard to say what I am trying.
Oh, do not worry. I am old as metaphorical dirt, and I do find words hard sometimes, so it is.
They are.
The feeling is mutual.
They are. I don't know what all of you have been up to, but you have not caused harm upon me. I doubt you intend to unless I seek out to harm any of you.
That is correct.
Which is not my intention. No one has caused harm upon me, and the only reason I would find cause to harm anyone is if they attempt to harm me first. I have no reason to mess with you, and presumably yours, unless you are by yourself.
No, I'm not by myself. Very much no.
Well, either way, I have no reason to mess with you and yours.
Then that gives me no reason to mess with you. How close are you with Damien?
Well, I would like to be closer than we are for a couple of reasons, but I did invite him to live with me and with Beatrice. Something about him calls out to me, and I don't know what it is, but I desire to know more about him.
Well, if you take one glance at him, you will know plenty much about him.
I think I'm aware.
I am quite famished. Would you mind sparing some blood?
If I could, but if the tales are correct, I have had garlic recently, and I think that would not be very good for your palate.
Garlic.
If you so desire later, the offer is open if you need it.
All right, well, I appreciate that, and I will leave you alone for now. However, I do want this beacon.
Of course, I had simply come out to test a hypothesis, and I think my hypothesis was correct.
Yes, that the humans turn the beacons holy and that the vampires desecrate them. Is that it?
That not
Not
necessarily, simply different forces may change them.
That is essentially what I was saying.
That is fair, but are holy and unholy really the terms to use? Simply they're changing states. Kind of like how if water gets cold enough it may freeze, or if it gets hot enough it turns into vapor. Why do we need to use specific terms? It is simply one person can make it go one way if someone puts water in the freezer or freezes it, versus another person putting it on the stove.
What on earth is a freezer?
Or, well, an icebox.
Right, well, it is the easiest way to label it. What do you propose?
Propose for the beacons?
Yes, I mean, shall I just say red and orange?
Perhaps that may be the best way to distinguish them.
Alright, well, vampires like the red beacons and humans like the orange beacons, and that is how it goes.
So I have noticed.
I cannot turn it red if you are in the vicinity.
Yes, I'm aware. I presume that you do not want me to speak of this conversation amongst the townsfolk?
I don't control you, but I would prefer it if you wouldn't.
If I talk to Damien about it, would that be all right?
Sure, I don't mind.
Well, I will leave you this beacon and hope I can find my way back.
Your way back would be that way.
This way?
Yes, you would cross over that way until you reach the beach, and then you would follow the shore this way.
Beautiful. I've been getting very lost today.
Yes, essentially just follow the moon, and then eventually you'll reach the bridge or the shore, whichever comes first.
Beautiful. Well, thank you, Rose.
Of course.
And I do wish you luck with your endeavors.
And I wish you luck with yours.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
That human is lucky. Just about done. Where is everyone? Hello, fledgling.
Hello.
I cannot seem to find anybody. Except for you.
Anna was just outside.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Anna.
Hello.
I have gotten stronger.
Have you?
Yes.
Oh, it is a subtle change. Ah, yes, I should have known you looked a little different.
Mr. Rose, if I may ask, how was your sire?
My sire. You did ask me that
Yes.
during the time that we were converting the crypt. And I told you that I did not recall much of my human years.
But what is a good sire like?
Ah, well, a good sire obviously takes care of their fledglings and those who they take into their coven. You know, giving them food, helping them along, helping them learn their abilities, which, now that you have consumed a bit of blood, I'm going to help you. Making sure that fledglings don't turn other fledglings, which I have clearly failed in.
Mr. Rose,
Yes.
I do think you are still a good sire.
No.
Why not?
Plenty of reasons.
I believe you are a good sire.
That is your perception of me.
I have to say, some colored glass planes would look amazing at the side of this.
Shall they? Ah, yes. You are correct.
I shall think of something. Oh yes, Mr. Rose.
Yes.
I have to tell you. The man I killed.
Oh, yes.
He seems to be trustworthy. He has burnt every single anti-vampire thing he had on him, right in front of me.
Who did you kill? Was it the red-haired one?
Yes, it was the sailor.
Oh. Well. I don't know if I'll miss him.
He was back in town.
Pardon?
Wonderfully enough.
Pardon?
It must be some of the magic of these
What
beacons.
on earth was that? There is
great.
either a level 1 or a human around. Get over here. Did you find anyone?
No.
No. These humans think they are so sneaky, but they aren't. Not even a week and the humans left are aware of the presence of vampires amongst them. Of course, this was due to my own error, failing to control myself properly in a stressful situation, I shall admit. With the addition of a new fledgling, through one who is not even 3 days undead, I feel a strong pull to attempt to connect properly with her. Perhaps I will speak with her soon and show her what a human's fear can do to someone like her.